everyone. Welcome to another stream. I never have energy or time to do, but let's get started here before it gets too late. You can see my screen just fine, right? Well, let's turn down my music a little bit so it's not so hot or loud and I can't hear myself speak. Alright. What a fantastic day it has been the last 3 days, Thursday, Friday, and today. The last 3 warm days that we're going to be having for a while as temperatures are going to be getting back into the coldest weather we have seen since March, I think. So we're going to be stuck in the 40s all next week with a chance of a mix of rain and snow Tuesday into Wednesday in the higher elevations, but we will get to that when we get to that. But first thing I want to start off with is the current conditions here. Temperatures are 68 degrees right now in Worcester Regional Airport, 73 degrees in Fitchburg, 75 degrees in Norwood, Boston Logan Airport, 73. As you can see, a lot of rain fell the last 24 hours. As you can see right here, I got 1.5 inches at my house, which was more than what Worcester is reporting right now. It's only saying about a 1.219. I got 1.5 inches, so I got more rain than the Worcester Airport said, and I even got more rain than Pittsburgh. So it's definitely a very, very nice day out. I was out there already for about an hour and a half, and I figured that I have some time to do a live stream. I produce one before I have to go back to work tomorrow because my work schedule is Sunday through Thursday. Well, goodbye, remnants of Nicole, I believe is what the storm name is. This storm is moving out. This little disturbance here will be moving in tonight into tomorrow morning with a few showers. I don't think it's going to be any thunderstorms, though. We've got snow up in northern in the Dakotas. They got up to like 23 inches of snow in some places. From this little storm, this storm right here went all the way over here and fell apart, but there was 23 inches in parts of North Dakota. I know that's snow because the clouds are moving here. See these clouds? They're moving, like there's no movement here. But if we look at this, I just an eyelash distracted me. I thought I was seeing steam from a kettle over there, but I know I wasn't using the stove. See, that's how clustered I am lately. It's just like I never really have time to be by myself and produce these live streams, and I always rush in to get it done, and then I want to enjoy the weather today, so. This is snow right here. All this bluish color, this is snow on the ground, and this white stuff is all low clouds, very cold low clouds, as you can see here. That's snow. That's snow in the mountains here. That was a pretty big storm for North Dakota. For us, we have a mixture of sun and clouds as the air is drying out behind this low right here, but then this low is going to be coming in tonight into tomorrow. And let's take a look at that, right? Using the good old tropical tidbits. Alright, tropical tidbits is made by Levy Cohen, citing the page, so I can be a responsible owner on this site. This is a very good go-to website to get like pretty much great summaries of the weather. I use this weather all the time. And why does it feel like my mic is not working? Hold on, I have to try to test that out. It's working just fine. It almost looks like it's like maxing out. I think it's what it's telling me is that my mic is maxing out. It's maximum dBz. I think it's what it's doing. Alright, last time I did a live stream, I didn't have my equalizer settings set up right, so the music in the background, the deep bass and stuff was completely cut off, and I was not too happy about that. I'm a big bass person, and I like listening to myself after my live stream, and, come on, it's telling me I dropped 63 frames? How is that possible? Like I was saying, I like listening to this music in the background as I try to reflect on how I did in my forecast. So without further ado, here's the second batch of weather that we just saw from the radar right here. From see these high clouds right here? These are high clouds and probably a little bit of convection over here, as you can see. It would be better if I use a different diameter. See how these clouds are higher? These convective storms right here. These are probably thunderstorms and the high clouds from a thunderstorm. These clouds are higher and there's probably some good amount of precipitation in them, right? Yeah. That's a good amount of rain around that low right there. A little bit of oranges and yellows around the center of that low. So that low is going to come into our area, but looks like it's going to fall apart, but it's going to produce a low offshore, as you can see right here. Looks like this piece of energy blows a low, so it's going to be rain most of the day tomorrow, on and off. The cold air behind the low, as you can see, comes in here. High pressure builds in for the Monday and Tuesday. Then it looks like there's going to be a low coming off the Gulf Stream, and then it's going to explode. See this little piece of energy. This energy is not even grown yet. Almost looks like a little piece of energy right here. As you can see right here, this is like a closed isobar of terms of cold air. So this is an upper level low. That low moves down, starts collecting energy from Texas over here and starts exploding. As far as I know, in the higher elevations in the Berkshires and in the hills, should have some mixing snow early, then changing over to all rain. From, let's say, 7 o'clock to noontime, there's a slight chance of sleet, a little bit of freezing rain and snow from this area right here. Then the storm pushes the warm air up as the daytime heating comes, and then it's all rain. That storm blows out, and then it looks like it's going to be a cold, sunny day on Thursday and Friday. Then yet another low tries to almost hit us on Friday into Saturday, but that one misses us. There's another storm that blows up over there. But it almost looks like high pressure builds over the southeast, looking at the GFS first. It pushes all those storms that were forming along that troughiness, as you can see. This is all troughiness right here. One storm after the other just forming rain right off the warm sector of this trough. High pressure starts building in. Ooh, what the heck happened there? High pressure forms in the southeast. These east winds off this high pressure system brings moisture up. And it goes 306 hours. It's not fully developed yet, but that's right, because I'm an hour behind. I do my live streams like this every Friday, but since we are an hour behind, the models aren't developed yet. Oh yeah. So it looks like there's going to be a piece of energy next Thursday and Friday. So we have this storm to deal with on Sunday. Monday, Tuesday's fine. Then we're going to get wet weather on Wednesday. Thursday, Friday is good. And then we're going to watch this low offshore on us on Friday night into Saturday, but other than that, it looks like it's just going to be cold, cold, cold weather. Then after that, it looks like high pressure forms in Bermuda around Thanksgiving week. And it looks like it's going to spawn a storm after Thanksgiving, if this is correct or not. So that's the GFS going out 312 hours to Thanksgiving. This model goes out further than all the other models. It would go... All the other models, the Euro, the Canadian model, only go up to 240 hours. So that means I only really can go out to the 22nd, I believe. Let's see what the GFS has to say. And I can't use this model because it only goes out 90 hours. Oh, yeah. 0 views, huh? 0 chat rate, 0 views, 0 concurrent views. That's good. So this storm goes bye-bye. This little piece of action right here forms a little low off the coast of us on Sunday. So Sunday's going to be a colder, wet, kind of nasty day. Then cold air comes down from Canada, so it's going to be in like probably the low 30s by Monday morning. Not very good. Temperatures only being in the 40s all week, really. This high pressure system, as you can see, is right here. The wind's coming off the low right here. North winds here. East winds right here. This is a high pressure system. This high pressure system gets squeezed between the two lows. By Wednesday, we have this low right here that's going to be coming in. So Wednesday is a wet day, Sunday is a wet day, so Monday and Tuesday are the best days so far. We got all this cold air coming off the Great Lakes. It's going to spawn a few like rain and snow showers, though the GFS said there wasn't going to be any rain behind this front, but it almost looks like the Euro's saying there's enough energy over here for rain and snow showers on Thursday. Then here's this low moving offshore from us on Friday into Saturday. It looks like that storm is going to miss. Then high pressure builds for the next weekend. And then I think high pressure builds into the Bermuda by the time we get toward Thanksgiving, lifting a storm up to the Midwest. So that's pretty much almost similar to what the GFS is trying to say. I like this music, by the way. Do 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 do. See, this is similar. There's a high pressure in the southeast right there. We've got precipitation coming up from this high pressure system in easterly wave of the tropics. This is going to be lifting a storm into us sometime by Thanksgiving week. I don't exactly know when because I can't go out any further this model more than 240 hours. Ah, this model is developed fully, so I can see what this wants to do here. Another storm missing us. Thanksgiving looks like it's going to be under high pressure, so it should be nice, but a little cool. Yeah, nothing looks like it's significant for us, as I can see. It's just the only thing, let's recap, the only thing that we have to worry about is we're going to be getting rain tomorrow from a low pressure system, and then after that we got rain Wednesday. And after that, I think that's the only two systems we're going to worry about. That's that storm right there on Sunday. Monday and Tuesday's fine, rain Wednesday, then the storm moves out, and I think it's going to be fine Thursday and Friday, maybe a rain shower, a snow shower off the Great Lakes, as you can see right here, is possible. Yes, it is. I was outside already today. Then I figured since my parents were gone, I can produce a live stream since I haven't done one since Halloween. It's just that during the week when I get home from work, I want to either hang out and play golf with my uncle or just do nothing. It's gonna be even harder to get my motivation going when now that the days are gonna start getting colder. Being only stuck in the 40s. Ugh, no good. Yeah. So those are the two trouble spots that I see. Trouble spots I see is Sunday, so tomorrow's not going to be a nice day. It's going to be stuck in the mid to upper 40s with rain. I don't think tomorrow's going to be a good day at all. High pressure's in control Monday and Tuesday, but temperatures are going to be in the 20s for a low and be only in the low 40s for a high. But at least we have high pressure in control. Then this low moves out Wednesday night, so Thursday and Friday is fine. Then this high pressure seems to fend off this low pressure system offshore on us this weekend, or next weekend. Then it's just more cold. I think high pressure's in control of Thanksgiving week in the beginning. And then we just have to watch out for another low pressure system forming, as we're going to have some tropical air around this high. Clockwise. Well, that's fine. It's good that you're enjoying the morning, but tomorrow is not going to be a nice day. This high looks like during the beginning of Thanksgiving week is going to put some moisture from the tropics here. I don't know how this is going to play out yet, but it looks like the GFS wants there to be a storm just offshore of us Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Then high pressure builds in again. This high pressure right here combines with a cold Canadian high here. It looks like, as far as I can see, the jet stream or high pressure system has been blocking these ocean storms, which is nice so far. I don't want snow. Once the snow starts falling, it's going to get a lot more rougher. Not too bad weather. Nothing really significant yet. But I do want to look at to see how much snow is possible in some places on Wednesday. This Tuesday, this model doesn't go out any farther than 78. Really? There's that cold air. Look at the snow. Let's look at 850 and the surface. Plenty of cold air in this area where it says it's supposed to be snowing. Yeah, it doesn't go out more than that. The surface seems to be colder than upper levels, so that's gotta be some wet snow coming down. See, temperatures are also falling down to a 35, 36, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see some wet snow on Tuesday night into Wednesday, but this model doesn't go out far enough, so I can't use that model. Yeah, so let's use the GFS instead. Let's see what the GFS has to say. I'm way too far out. So here's the cold air in the upper elevations in New York. As you can see, the air at in the 1,000 to 500 millibar thickness is definitely cold enough to produce snow. Yeah, plenty of cold air around. When this low moves here, it's going to be just offshore enough, so any place in the interiors here is definitely going to be snow. But for us, it looks like it could start out as a mixture, but I think it gets too warm. Yeah, I think if we get anything, it's not going to stick because it's so early in the season. But yeah, any place in the high elevations in the Berkshires, I would expect some snow, right? Right here. Yeah, not much of anything. If anything, it's going to be in the extreme Pittsfield and North Adams areas where, well, this is saying 1 to 3 inches of snow in the highest elevation. For us, I think it's going to be too warm. If we see anything, we're going to see wet snowflakes. But anywhere up in the in the upper elevations, and especially in New. Sometimes I cannot speak. It's probably because I need to turn down the music. There we go. Now my music is cut down. Now I can actually think. That's probably why I'm trying to listen to the music and forget what I'm saying. Here's in the hills in New Hampshire and Vermont. Looks like it could get up to 4 to 6 inches out of this low. Up here in Mount Washington, I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty rough up there. Looking at the previous model runs here. Yeah, as you can see where the hills are in Vermont, New York, and New Hampshire. It's definitely going to be a snow event for the hill guys for the skiing, but for us and anywhere in Massachusetts away from the hills and stuff, I would just think it's going to be a wet snow event early in the morning when it's the coldest, but as the sun rises, it's just going to be a plain rainy cold day. I don't think it's going to be anything of a significant. Maybe go outside and take a picture of, what snowflakes before Thanksgiving. That's probably what it's going to do. It's not going to do much of anything. That's Wednesday's storm, but why don't I go back to see how bad is Sunday's weather supposed to be? Now that I think of it. Alright, so this low, goodbye remnants of Nicole. This storm right here is going to pick up some energy on the Gulf Stream. As you can see, it's going to probably pick up some showers and maybe embedded heavier downpours and maybe some rain. So definitely Sunday morning is not going to be a good morning. At least if I go to work by 6, hopefully I can fend off the rain. That storm quickly moves out, so by the time we get to the evening hours, that storm is gone, the cold air settles in. What's the low temperature supposed to be? Near 30 degrees Monday morning? Yep, I'm not surprised. Temperatures, despite sunshine tomorrow, is going to only be topping out around 40. Some people may be in the upper 30s tomorrow. Well, it's time to get your winter jackets out. Not good. As I say, it's not good because once I'm done with this live stream today, yeah, to Washington, why don't you say hello in the chat so I know how many subscribers I have? I say I have 51 subscribers on my YouTube channel, but I don't know half of them. They're probably all subscribing because of my Scooby-Doo videos I posted on my stream, but yeah. So, what was I doing? I want to see how cold the air mass is. Yeah, the air mass is going to be definitely in the teens to the lower 20s, so it's going to be really, really cold. Alright. Now we know that it's supposed to be rough on Sunday. I want to look at the euro. Let's see. I don't want 6Z. What am I looking for? I already looked at the storm for Wednesday, so the cold air is going to be sticking around for a while. Oh yeah, that storm that's going to be pushing just south of us. We're bringing snow up in the upper elevations and pretty much anywhere inland of the storm right here, but it's going to be mainly rain for most of us in Massachusetts. Well, hello, Danielle. How are you doing today? Alright, we already know that's going to happen. Once the storm moves out, more and more cold air is going to be coming in. So what's the next chance of rain out of this, in this forecast period? That storm moves out, it should be fine. Oh, there's going to be a storm that we're going to miss Friday into Saturday. I think high pressure and this wind, yeah, I think it's going to get fended off over here. So we're going to have a near miss of another storm this weekend because high pressure builds in and pushes it offshore. Yeah, it's but by the time the sun goes down, it's going to be probably only lower 60s. So it's going to be a lot colder later. I want to do my 2 weeks forecast and then eat lunch, and then I want to go outside and enjoy it before I have to go to bed and go to work again. So it's going to be nice this next weekend. High pressure seems to want to build in next weekend. What's the next chance of weather? It looks like a cold front wants to come through here. You see how that happens? High pressure's right here, then it looks like a little bowl right here. Look at that little bowl right here. It almost looks like another cold front that wants to move in Wednesday. Yeah. See this high pressure right here, then this low pressure system sweeps in and then another high builds. Interesting. Sometimes when I look at too zoomed in, I can't see the details. So there's the storm that misses us Friday and this Saturday. Oh, there is a little system up here, as you can see. That system pushes into our region on Sunday. See how like there's a little, I think that's cold air from that low right there pushing, creating precipitation offshore. Interesting. See, this high pressure system gets squashed. And then I see this another high pressure system coming in behind it. It looks like it was a low cold front. That's not a big deal either. Alright, so it's not too bad. Up to 240 hours, which is November 22nd. How many days is that? That's 7, 8, 9. That's about 10 days out that we are talking about right now. So that's almost 2 weeks out. So I would only need 4 more days to forecast. Wow, there's a lot to talk about in this period. This is the time when my forecasting is going to get a lot harder, because I remember I had a few live streams that the forecast was pretty much not really doing much. There's a lot going on now as we transition seasons. That storm is gone, then this storm forms offshore, so Sunday's going to be bad. Monday and Tuesday look just fine because of high pressure, but it's going to be cold. And then this low pressure system forms on the Gulf Stream, gets us wet Wednesday, then that storm is gone. And then it looks like Thursday we could have some rain and snow showers coming off the Great Lakes. That's the cold air behind the low, but I think it should be a fairly nice day on Thursday. Then Friday we are pretty much, I think we're in a little high pressure system here, though it's not really strong at all. I think this troughiness right here is going to keep this storm away from us. So I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday looks pretty good. Maybe a couple waves of energy that's going to come in, but that's not going to really do much. Maybe temperature shifts is all we have to deal with during the week. And then that's pretty much as far as the euro goes out. So I can't use that euro anymore, and I don't need to use the Canadian model. So the only model I can go out any further than this is GFS, but I don't really like using one model. But this is the only model that goes out more than 240 hours. So high pressure seems like it's going to be in control at the beginning of Thanksgiving week, and then after that our high pressure moves east and like I thought I said on the earlier in the stream, this high pressure was supposed to bring in moisture from the tropics. It looks like this huge area of high pressure is going to kick up a storm somewhere after Thanksgiving. I was just going to say Halloween. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a mess after Thanksgiving ends. It's going to be warm because all the isobars for the cold air is way up here in the Minnesota area, so it's going to be warm rain. Oh. That's going to be another rainmaker after Thanksgiving. We have to watch that out. Ooh, what do we see here? This little low pressure system slides in, giving us our first chance of snow. Oh. That goes out all the way to the end of the model run. Oh dear, how can I believe that's gonna happen? So, always when I'm looking at model data like this, I take it with a grain of salt, but this is saying after Thanksgiving ends, it's finally going to give us the first snow. I can see by the isobar, see how this is a 540 line? In my meteorology class, the 540 line really means 32 degrees, which if I look at the, what is it? If I look at the 850 millibars, yeah, there's cold air coming in. This is only looking at 850, which 850 is approximately a mile above in the atmosphere. But if I look back in the on here, so the 540 line is approximately right here. Let's just put my finger right there on the screen. I know you can't see my finger on my monitor right now. But yeah, that's approximately where the cold air is settling in. So if this was supposed to happen, we're going to clearly have snow out of this. Definitely. Oh wait a minute. Now this is saying it's not. I wonder why. Oh, okay. You know why it's not saying snow? Because the cold air hasn't came in yet. It looks like we were warm before that cold air came down. So it's cold all the way up to a mile below, but the surface is still warm. So it looks like it just needed to take a little bit longer than that would be snow at the surface. It's and then the precipitation dries up as the storm moves out. So that may be a close impact that might not be snow. Looks like from 0Z, from 7 o'clock to 1 a.m. in the morning, it looks like it's going to fall as plain rain, but by the time the cold air comes in, the precipitation is gone. So that might be a very, very, very close encounter of having snow. But then again, it is in the back end of the storm. Usually when the wind shifts to the northwest, it usually means drier air mass. So even if we get any precipitation, it's not going to do much. Yay! We got to the 28th of November right now. Let's see, how many days is that? That's 7. That's 7. That's 14, 15. Oh, we did 16 days now. Oh, look at that. Wow. And the weather is now getting very, very complicated, as you can see right there. The weather is starting not to be just sunny and beautiful. There's going to be a lot of chances of close encounters of lows. There's going to be definitely a lot more cold air than we've been having. We're going to have a high pressure, then to low pressure, high to low. So there's going to be a lot of temperature and pressure changes. So I'm not surprised if you're going to get a headache from the changes in the temperature and the pressure. This is called the transition time here. How fun is that? Now I can't go any further than 384 hours because even if I use the ensembles right here, I still can't go out more than 384 hours, I believe, right? This only goes 360, so that's a little less time frame. But since I'm still here, I might as well see what I can find using the ensembles, which is basically an average of all the members together. So let's see what I can find here. Let's look at lower levels first. What is that, a cat sleeping? It looks like a cat in bed, peeking his eyes open. So let's see, let's go back in time. Let's just have a little bit of fun, because why not? Alright, where are we? I can see, that's what Sadie does all the time, right? Yes, it has been nice. I don't think snow is going to happen for a while. I think because we're still in that time of the year, if we get any snow, it's going to be too warm because the sun is going to come out and it's going to warm into the 40s and stuff like that. So I don't think we are cold enough quite yet to see that. It's stormy in a box. Nice. So let's see. This is Saturday. Goodbye that storm. This storm Sunday. Goodbye that storm. Looks like, what am I looking at? Looks like high pressure build somewhere. It's very, very messy. This storm is gone. There's some type of trough right here. Oh, that's a cutoff wall. As you can see, the winds are coming to be this way. So it looks like a cutoff low at about a mile above. That's probably why it's spawning that storm on top of us. Because the cold air sweeps into the Gulf Stream. That storm is bye-bye. It's a lot of energy on the Gulf, in the Great Lakes region because of the cold air and the warm waters. So I'm not surprised if there's going to be some small low pressure systems and cold fronts coming off Great Lakes. But other than that, it looks like it's fair weather. Weather becomes westerly by the beginning of Thanksgiving week. Nothing to talk about in terms of weather and Thanksgiving week here. Wow. Okay. Remember when I said there was supposed to be a storm coming off of, right off of Thanksgiving? This model does not say anything. On average, it looks like it's going to be fair weather all throughout, Thanksgiving week. Look how everything's all westerly and all the lines are all straight. Interesting. Huh. That's interesting there. So that's telling me nothing's going to happen during Thanksgiving week? We'll have to find that out. Let's stop this at 240 hours. Let's go to the Euro again. Let's go to 0Z. So each model run is at 0Z November 12th. Let's go out 240 hours. So the Euro ensemble is all the Euro members basically in an average here, but it's saying that the Euro ensemble, it says a huge high pressure is going to be in control here during 240 hours. 240 hours, it looks like high pressure is in control. See how there's a little high pressure thing? Northwest winds here, then southwest winds here. This is a little bubble of high pressure, so yeah, I can agree with that. Okay. Well, the ensembles are missing this little detail here, like there's a little piece of energy coming from Canada here in terms of a low pressure system. This doesn't show you anything. Oh boy. So if I go any further than 240 hours in the deterministic model is saying there's something that's going to happen after 240 hours, but there's nothing that the ensemble says, so the general average is nothing's going to happen. Interesting. Oh boy. So I guess what I need to do rather than using this is that I want to look at this right here. Oh. Okay. Where am I? A big, huge high pressure system and controlling our weather the 22nd there. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen next. There's a bunch of high pressure. Huh. Interesting. The glare from the sunshine is making it hard to see my monitor. Oh, well, what is this over here? A low popping up here? That's not really much of anything. It's just like, if that's a low, that's probably because the cold air is coming off, going on the Great Lakes. But it almost looks like the GFS ensemble from 7 p.m. yesterday is saying that after this low moves out Wednesday, the 16th, cold air comes in. Looks like we may have like maybe a few snow showers and rain showers off the Great Lakes during the weekend of 18th, 19th, and 20th. But after that, high pressure builds in, and it looks like it's fair weather all throughout the week of Thanksgiving. But this begs to differ here, because if I go to the deterministic again, this says it's supposed to be a storm up here, which the ensemble says it's just high pressure. So there's a little bit of discrepancy there. But let's go back to the GFS. See, this is what I love about weather. It's like a puzzle. Let's go to the GFS and let's go to 0Z again. Let's go to 240 hours here. Now the models are all synced up. Let's move this out of the way, move this here. Let's put this all with the same parameter. That's not what I wanted. Ah, okay. So this is saying there's a storm here up in Canada, but this is saying nothing. Let's go further out than 240 hours. It looks like what the GFS wants here is that there's some type of huge ridge here, but it almost looks like there's some type of low that's going to try to form from Texas down here. That's going to form and blow up below us, as you can see right there. Oh, that's interesting. So, but what I'm basically doing right now is I'm just trying to, if I had to do a 2 weeks forecast, I want to try to get some type of idea of what I could forecast. Because right now, 2 weeks out, who knows what is going to happen. And this is fun. If I had to do 8 hours of this, I would love to do this. Try to iron out what I could do, and then I wake up the next day and my whole entire forecast is in the trash and I have to start over again. Which, to be honest, it will not make my job any boring doing the same stuff every single day. Having to always bitch at overnight for not splitting my pals in the morning, so I have to waste a half an hour having them split and to be able to try to find out what I have and what I need and stuff. It's just, it gets very tedious after a while. But in weather right here, you know, this would be fun. I mean, I would love to get paid a lot of money to do this, but next year, once winter is gone, I will have to try to step up my game and try to do more here. I know I can pay for a subscription to get more data here, which eventually maybe I would want to do that if I want to continue doing more, but one step at a time. Let's get through the nice day today, get through the next work week, and then start thinking about my next year when I have to be stuck in my bed in 20 degrees for a high in December and start thinking about stuff during the winter. So when the time comes when I have next year, I'm gonna have to move. So what was I saying? Trying to find out what's gonna happen more than 240 hours out. Let's go back to what we know what is going to happen. That low is definitely going to happen on Wednesday. I think this low is definitely going to miss us on Saturday. I don't think that's going to happen, because if there's a high pressure system here that's pushing the storm away from us, and I think the trough is going to make us miss the storm too. There's no way this is going to hit us. I think that's a miss too. Then we get to Sunday into the weekend. It's definitely going to be fine next weekend. And by the time we get to next week, I think there's going to be, the week of Thanksgiving should be perfect. I think the GFS right here says it's supposed to be a low that's supposed to miss us just south of us on Wednesday, but other than that, I think it's going to be great during the Thanksgiving week here. Yep. Alright, I'm going way too fast right now. What was I trying to do? 240 hours. Okay. You know what I want to do here? Instead of looking at the Euro ensembles, let's go to the American ensembles. pretty much saying the same thing. After 240 hours, the high pressure system is in control. Doesn't appear to be anything going on for Thanksgiving week. If anything, I think it would be just under high pressure. Definitely that storm right there doesn't seem to make any sense. All the ensemble said nothing like that was supposed to happen. I think the GFS at 12Z, I think I can agree with what the GFS is saying right now for 12Z this morning, because this pretty much says exactly what the ensembles are saying right now at 0Z yesterday. But the ensembles are saying nothing like what this is saying. It says that high pressure is going to bring moisture into us after Thanksgiving, but this is saying nothing like that.